Hi, welcome to day 3 of our Labor Act challenge. Today we are unpacking Section 3 of the Labor Act 11 of 2007. Section 3 of the Labor Act deals with the prohibition and restriction of child labor in Namibia. Now, for purposes of understanding this section of the Act, I have decided to divide it into 5 parts. Now, the first part is a child under the age of 14. In terms of this section, a person must not employ a child under the age of 14 years at all. Part 2, a child that is at least 14 years but under the age of 16 years. In respect of that child, they may be employed. However, they must not be employed under the following circumstances. In circumstances contemplated in Article 15.2, which are economically exploiting circumstances or work that is likely to be hazardous or to interfere with their education or to be harmful to their health or physical, mental, spiritual, or moral, or even social development. They must also not be employed in any circumstances in respect of which the minister, in terms of subsection 5A, has prohibited the employment of such children. They must also not be employed in respect of any work that will happen between the hours of 8 o'clock in the evening and 7 o'clock in the morning. They must also not be employed in circumstances except to the extent that the minister, by regulation in terms of subsection 5B, permits. Then those children must not be employed in premises where work is done underground or in a mine, construction or demolition takes place, goods are manufactured, electricity is generated, transformed or distributed, machinery is installed or dismantled, or any work-related activities that take place that may place the child's health, safety, or physical, mental, spiritual, moral, or social development at risk. Now that's part 2. Part 3, a child that's at least 16 years old but under the age of 18. That child may also be employed but not under the following circumstances. They must not be employed in respect of any work between the hour of 8 o'clock in the evening and 7 o'clock in the morning, except to the extent that the minister, by regulation in terms of subsection 5B, permits. The children between that age group must also not be employed on premises where work is done underground or in a mine, where construction or demolition takes place, where goods are manufactured, where electricity is generated, transformed, or distributed, where machinery is installed or dismantled, or any work-related activities that take place that may place the child's health, safety, or physical, mental, spiritual, moral, or social development at risk. Now, part 4 deals with the minister's power, and in terms of this part, the minister may make regulations to prohibit the employment of children between the age of 14 and 16 at any place or in respect of any work. The minister may also permit the employment of children between the age of 14 and 16 in circumstances contemplated in subsection 3D, subject to any conditions or restrictions that may be contained in those regulations. The minister may also permit employment of children between the age of 16 and 18 in circumstances contemplated in subsection 3C or D, subject to any conditions or restrictions that may be contained in those regulations. This is just to say that the minister, however, has the power when it comes to those children that are employable, but only under certain circumstances. So the minister may either set restriction or allow that they be employed, and the minister may be employed in those situations, but with restrictions or as prescribed by the minister. Now, part 5 of this section deals with the offenses and penalty. What this section says is that it is an offense for any person to employ or require or permit a child to work in any circumstances provided under this section, and a person who is convicted of the offense is liable to a fine not exceeding 20,000 Namibian dollars or to imprisonment for a period not exceeding 4 years, or to even both the fine and imprisonment. Thank you. That brings us to the end of section 3. Let's please engage on this platform or any of our social media platforms such as WhatsApp, or even on our Instagram platform. Thank you.